Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Lightning here. If you've been playing the game for a while, you've probably heard of the Kepler R. On your playthrough, you may have gotten the Kepler S, but you've probably heard that the Kepler R is kind of bad. And I'm just going to do a quick run through. Right off the bat, that's 4 stories. That's a leg breaker drop. And 2 of these stories are basically useless. And then the first real floor you drop into is one of the worst 2 habs in the game. The Stroud Eklund Captain's Quarters, which is basically the same as the Deimos. And this cockpit here, I love this cockpit, but what this ship was designed for, you don't want to use this cockpit. Like if you've... why did my game just freeze there? Anyways, so one of the things was luxury, which this hab is not it. It was designed for 5 things: luxury, exploration, cargo, supposed to be like a family vehicle as well, and fighter, which they got like 3 of those half right. You can see here the cargo, they kind of got right. They used the completely wrong modules for it, and they left one off. I wouldn't have used those engines. I don't have a problem with those gear. It's a lot of fuel, but I wouldn't have used those modules because those are just way too freaking large. But I love this hab, this 3x2 mess hall. I love it. I use it in a lot of my ships. For what this ship was designed for, it does not fit that mission profile. You're probably gonna hear me say that quite a few times. It wasn't designed for that. It just wasn't. I mean, you can kind of say that there's some luxury here in the, the private eating area, but I mean, this looks just like a teacher's lounge for eating. And there's an infirmary here, which, where in any of those 5 mission profiles is an infirmary fit? Maybe if this was a fighter, but this isn't a dedicated fighter. It just has fighting capacity. And why the battle bay or the battle? I call this a battle bridge because it's basically what it is. It's a battle bridge, which weirdly has a deep freeze in the corner. So if you want to eat your ice cream while you're fighting enemies. And then there's a 1x1 hab here that goes to the side docker. I like that side docker on certain builds. I'm not going to use it on this build. On this build, we're going to use a completely different docker. So, real quick, I'm using a mod. It's called Shipyards Unlocked. This will allow me to basically do everything from this shipyard. I will show you how to do it without mods. By the way, if you're wondering how I just did that jump, that's a balanced boost pack. Just get yourself a balanced boost pack. You'll be good. But yeah, basically with that mod, I'm able to do everything from basically this shipyard here. If you want to do it without mods, you're going to need to have yourself an outpost. I built one here because it's right next to the Stroud shipyards. And speaking of, you will obviously need to visit the Stroud shipyards. That's where a lot of our parts are going to come from. For the top slim docker, for the bottom slim docker, you're going to need to go to Seoul, to the Deimos. And for the captain's quarters you're going to need to go to Titan. Actually, no, you won't need to go to Titan. You can do that from your outpost. And then we need to go to Neon, which is, I believe, here in Parima. No, that's in Voli. Sorry. It's going to be Vol 2, not Voli. Okay, so let's just start with the build. Why am I going this way? Anyways. Come on, Mr. Havershaw, let's get this shit done. So, just like any build, we're just going to delete everything out. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay. That's 999 hull, 805 shield, 3550 cargo, 6 crew, 56 mobility. Yeah, top speed, we can't do anything about that. We are going to increase the mass quite significantly. Is there anything here I can save before we do any of this? Oh, there's a Deimos Slim Docker here. We don't need to go to Deimos. So just Neon and your outpost and, you know, Stroud. Anyways, let's get this shit built. First and foremost, we are going to use a 1x1 hab for Stroud. If I can get over to it. Yes, you're seeing some mods fly up on your screen. I'm not using mods to build this, but I do have some mods going. Behind you is going to be, I believe, a workstation. Check my notes. Yeah, that's a workstation. Behind that's going to be a computer core. There we go. And then behind that is going to be a Hope Tech hab spine. So yeah, you're also going to have to go to the Hope Tech Star Yards. Come on, put this. Come on, please. Okay. And then here we're going to put down a Stroud 2x1 armory. That Hope Tech hab spine is basically just to force the doors in a certain location. This is going to be a control station. This forces the doors because the hab spine doesn't have left or right doors. And the top left is the best place to come in for the armory. Next, we're going to put down a 1x1. Let me just copy this one. Put down one more. And then we're going to put the Konkiki Bridge on top of this. I really like the Konkiki Bridge because it has 6 crew stations and 380 cargo. There is one bridge that has more, and that's this Deimos big boy right here. It's got 8 crew stations. I really like that one. I wanted to use that for this build, but honestly, like, this is going to be 90% Stroud. I'm not big into RP, but I just kind of wanted to do something that was mostly Stroud, which was better than what they had. So we're going to copy this down here. We're going to make a 3x1 all-in-one. And the reason for the all-in-one here, I'm going to show you here in a little bit, but I have a theory that Bethesda named the all-in-ones in the living quarters for Strouds wrong. Because the all-in-one and the living quarters look like they should be named the opposite, because the all-in-ones are better living quarters than the living quarters are. That's just the way it is for that one. Okay. Speaking of living quarters, we're going to throw down a Stroud living quarters here. Let's move this back. And then we're going to throw down a Nova Galactic captain's quarters. Now, the captain's quarters for Nova Galactic, that fulfills the luxury. At least, personal luxury, not like, Starliner luxury. So this is the overall shape of the ship. It's mainly keeping to the original shape already. Let's go ahead and throw some cargo here. Let's start with these Galleon S204s. And with 2 modules, I basically have the exact same cargo that, we had before. So, congratulations, Stroud, I did it better. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so salty here. I hate the original Kepler R. Alright, let's grab this Nova Cowling, and then we're going to use the Nova Bracer. We're going to copy this over, grab you, copy, flip it. Okay, yeah. I like the way that looks. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to put in these Stroud wings here. What's the name of that module called? Screw it, I can just find it here. Back to structural, guys. It's the Stroud Cap 4. We're going to flip this over to be the correct one for this. And we're going to copy this down, flip it around so that it matches. Boom. And then we're going to put in these Stroud Cowlings here. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yep, up. And we're going to copy this over one more time. Now we're going to use the A variant, not the B variant. This is the B variant, or excuse me, the ST variant, excuse me, because it's got a little thing on top. We're not going to use that one because it's covered up. And for gear, I mean, there's really only one choice. That's the Stroud AccuLander 11s, because they match. So now we're going to copy these over, leaving the two cowlings on top there, because we're going to be using the 3x1 cowling. It's not a 3x1, but it covers three 1x1 slots. Where are you at? There we go. Flip this over. Okay, what did that? Okay, go in place. Thank you. All right. So already you can see the shape that this beast is going to have. So let's do a Stroud engine bracer. Where are you at? That's not the engine bracer. Engine mount, sorry. Yeah, I like that. And then we're going to go for the engines here. There's really only one choice with the engines, and that is these SAL 6830s. There's not any better ones in the game. They're just the best. They use 2 power, meaning you can get 6 of them, which, you know, that's nice. This is going to be a Stroud nose cap B. That adds a nice little silhouette to it. We're going to copy these over here, and we're actually going to put this down here in the middle section here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so this is the basic overall design. Real quick, we're going to pull these out. We're going to copy this engine mount down here. Game, I said copy, not move. Thank you. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Copy this down here. And you probably already know what's coming next. We're going to copy these engines down. So now we have 4. Come on, game, please. Thank you. Alright. Let's move this back. And then let's get this side done. I should have done this already, but let's get this side done. This is the Stroud Cap A4s. We're going to copy this. Come on, cowling. Okay, we're going to copy this down here, flip it, and we are just going to, let's just copy these over. So I'm trying to find them in the list. Let's flip this around correctly, copy over. Nice. Let's grab these wings and these 2. We're going to copy this back, and we're going to put one more here. And then we're going to copy this over. Oh, I moved that too far backwards. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, move that up. Alright, let's flip this around, and let's move these engines, or copy these engines over. There we go. All 6. So far, so good. Let's put on some Deimos wings here. Game, why'd you zoom that? Okay, whatever. Let's put on some Deimos wings. Where are you at? Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to copy this over here. Perfect. And I think, yeah, this is going to be the bay. It's going to be the Tayo bay. This is what you're going to have to go to Neon for, if it's not at your outpost. You get it from the Tayo shipyards. Okay. So, I'm liking the look of this here. Something seems off. It seems a little off, but we'll get to it. Let's add the shield in here. We're going to hide it back here. This is going to be the only real shield for C. It's the Assurance SG 1600, I believe. And then for fuel, we're actually going to... These right here, I believe, are the best in the game when it comes to how much space they take up and how much they have. Because you can see, you know, the 700s that we used, they had 400 jump fuel, and they weighed 50. If you get on these little bastards here, the H30s, they have 400 jump fuel. Now, they weigh a little bit more, 56, but they're tiny. So you can fit 2 in this little 1x1 section. So, you know, it's the best you got. It's for literally nothing better. What am I missing? I screwed up somewhere and I can't place it. Oh. Let's move this forward. And let's do the same thing over here. Because I forgot 2 very important modules that are going to be hidden right here. And I completely forgot them. You know, the reactor and the grav drive. So when it comes to reactors and grav drives, there's really only 2 options. For grav drives, we're going to go with this Apollo GV300. It's the lightest one that has 50 jump thrust. And for the reactor, we're going to go with the Dog Star. Where are you at? The SF40 sheared reactor flow. It only weighs 116 and you get 40 power out of it. I believe you have to be level 60 with rank 4 in both piloting and engineering. The one real downside to that is it doesn't have a back mount, which not a huge issue in this situation. But yeah, so far so good. We got a nice little section built up already. In fact, we could probably get away with more cargo here in just a minute. But we're going to go with Stroud mid-bracers. Big downside to Stroud mid-bracers is they don't have a bottom mount. So, you know, if you want to put something on the bottom of a Stroud mid-bracer, you can't. Let's go with another galleon cargo here. We're at 4820. We still have 30 jump capacity and 100 mobility, so let's push it to the limit. You know, walk along the razor. I'm not. No. Let's fill out the top here. This is basically just a bunch of mid-bracers, and, well, there's only really one option when you're going with all this Stroud stuff here. That's the cap, that's the aft. Where's the 4? There we go, the cap 4. Let's just move this back here, and then we are going to put a Stroud braking engine here. There we go. So that's the front. And let's put a Nova wing here. We're probably not going to use it, but it does break up that just blank side there. Flip that around. Okay. What else do I want on this? So I can fix this back here. Let's go with this Taio. Do we want to do a Nova Bracer? Yeah. Let's put a landing gear there. I think we're gonna need it with the amount of weight that we're gonna have. And do I want to use another mid-bracer? Okay, yeah, I can put the cargo down. That's no problem. Still 30 and 100 mobility, so... let's throw in a shielded cargo. Man, I am really pushing it here. Okay, so Taio, flip this around. Alright, so there's the bottom. That kind of looks like a beak a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. So, a lot more shield, a lot more hull, and a lot more cargo. Yes, the mass weighs more, but, yeah. So far, this is much better. This is much better. What are we missing? Oh. Duh. Let's put on some weapons. Come on, game. Let's fix the view. So, I'm going to make a slightly controversial choice when it comes to the weapons here. These PB300 alpha beams, when you do the math, you can put 4 down. 41 times 4 is, I believe, 164. Versus those obliterators. The obliterators are 55 times 3, because you can only put 3 down because they're 4 power. 55 times 3 is 165. And you get 0.5 crew capacity for each weapon. So you can get 1.5 and do 1 more damage. Or you can get 2 crew and do 1 less damage. Plus, these... They look better. They look better. Nope, that's not what I told you to copy, game. Come on. Okay. So, there's those. And we're at 7 crew. The max you can have is 8. Now, even with what I said, you cannot deny the power of these Obliterator Alpha Auto Turrets. They are way too powerful in this game. There's nothing more powerful than these. I believe we're going to have to use a glitch to get this. Nope, it just snaps in. Perfect. I thought I was going to have to use the snap-in glitch. But no, that just went right in. Let's go with the Docker. This is going to be the Damas Slim Docker. Where am I going to put it? Do I want to put it back here? Offset? Yeah, let's do that. Yep, the Damas Slim. Again, I'm using a mod, but if you have the base Kepler R, you can just delete the entire Kepler R and you'll have it in the inventory because it was on the original game, or the original ship. So that'll put it in the inventory of the vendor here. I could probably put some missiles on this thing. But let's move these down. Do I want to put suppressors or missiles? Suppressors or missiles? Let's go with missiles. In my opinion, these CE-59s are pretty much your only real choice when it comes to missiles, because let's say you only put one of these Atlanti ones. Is that what that's called? Yeah, Atlanti ones. They use a lot of power, but they charge slower because you don't have 12 power into it, even though there's only one launcher and you can only put 12 power into it. It's Bethesda. That's not what I told you to copy, game. Alright. So, this is the ship. I think... Is there anything else? Yeah, let's put a scan jammer on here. Now, if you, you would need to go to Parima for that, or the Crimson Fleet, if you are in that quest line. Let's go ahead and set these up. Missile launcher, there we go. Yeah, if you have antitronic fission, I think I said that wrong. Oh yeah, by the way, this is 819,000. Good luck! Oh, I forgot to color this thing. Alright, so for color, color 1, straight black. Now for color 2, we're going to do a little trick here. If you can select any of these colors here, and then pull this over to more of the white, and then this one over to more of the gray. Now that looks regular gray, and you're probably not going to be able to tell it too much because you're basically basing it against black right now. But if you select any of the different colors here, it adds that hue to the gray. You know, it makes it, you know, it'll make it flow better. Let's lighten it up a little. There we go. Now it's a little more prominent there. You can see it a little more prominent there. When we add our third color in, this is going to make it just so much better. What color do I want to go with? Red? Maybe. I'm not liking this color. I'm not really liking this color. Maybe blue or green? No. Oh! Here we go. More of an orangish gold. Here. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. So let's rename this Kepler R But Better. Of course there's a limit. You're not going to let me rename this to Kepler R But Better. Okay, whatever. Better Kepler R? Really? Really? This is the Better Kepler... the Better Kepler. Yeah, that's the name of the ship. Better Kepler. So this is the build. Let's do a quick walkthrough, and we're going to see how much better this is. Yes, there are ladders, but they're 2 stacks only, so, you know, even if you have a basic boost pack, you'll be able to just jump right through these. So we enter in through the Stroud living quarters, which... this looks like it should be an all-in-one. Because if you compare it to an actual all-in-one, like this, it looks like they shoved everything into here. I mean, you got, you know, these 2 screens for, you know, whatever, little couch. But we go here into the all-in-one, and I thought I made this the B variant. Why is the bathroom not up here? Do I care too much? Do I really want to care that much? Fuck it. Sorry, I tried to make it to where the 2 bathrooms are right beside each other. Again, I'm putting way too much thought into in-character stuff when none of that matters, but, you know. The hell did you go? The fuck? Are you pissing behind a plant, Havershaw? Sir? Sir, this is a space station. Jesus. Alright, so... let's change this to the B variant, from the B variant to the A variant. Let's see if that puts it in. Okay, yeah, that says it's the A variant. That didn't give me the pop-up. Did it not save? No. Okay. That's weird. Let's flip this over to the A. Put it in, and you're gonna give me... there we go. Okay. Now let's do another walkthrough. The video's getting kind of long, so I'll try to speed this up here. So once again, we come into the living quarters, which... I swear, the all-in-one in the living quarters, I think they named them incorrectly, because what do you get with the living quarters? You get 2 afterthought beds, space laundry, is this what this is? You get a toaster oven, you get a water cooler, You get a galley, which you have to look at the sink for instead of the burner. Whatever, I don't care that much. And then does the A and the B, all it does is it flip it from left to right, because that cooking station was on the right hand side last time. Yeah, I guess that's all it does. But yeah, if you look at the all-in-one, I mean, yeah, this is the 3x, but basically just adds a little bit extra onto it. But if you look at this all-in-one here, this is what you would expect a living quarters to be. Because I mean, normally the all-in-one has a bathroom, but these doors got rid of it. But yeah. So onto the luxury side, this is the captain's quarters, right? Normally you got a little computer thing right here, but that's fine. You lose that. You got a nice chair, you got a nice little couch section, and you got a sectioned off bed. That kind of looks like it would be a door you could slide down to block, people from coming in. But yeah, the Nova Galactic captain's quarters. There's the luxury. Well, personal luxury, Not really like cruise ship luxury, but, like BMW luxury. Maybe Lexus. Alright, let's go up here. So, 2 flights up. The game kind of glitched there for a second. We're in the workshop. Not much to say, it's just standard workshop. And then we're in the computer core. And on the left and right hand side here, we have the control station. I like fire. And real quick here, the armory. So the Stroud and the Deimos armory are basically the same. The Stroud one looks cleaner. And with the door coming in there, you lose, I think, 1 gun display case. It's a pistol display case. Whereas, if you came in through the front or from the other side, but if you come in through the back here, you lose these weapon racks, which... Last time I used this weapon rack, it was glitched. Let me just throw something random on here. It's gotta be a rifle. And, yep, still glitched. So, throw some pistols on there if you want to display things. You got pistol case, rifle case, shotgun case, long gun case, basically. Another long gun case. You got all these display cases. This one's broken, so just put pistols on it. Backpack stand, backpack stand, backpack stand. Just the usual. You got these weapon racks here, which hold, I believe, 2 long guns and 2 pistols, or 3 long guns and 2 pistols. They're nice. So yeah, this is the ship. It's got enough fuel for exploration. It's got... And you could easily add more fuel for exploration and remove, like, some of the cargo just fine. But yeah, let's go up here into the bridge. Yes, you do have, 2 jump, but so much better. Look, for the mission profile that they said this ship was going to be, this is the bridge you would expect to see. I mean, it sucks you gotta come in through a ladder, but, it's whatever. This is the better bridge. Yep, I'm a Starborn, but, you saw me doing some things with the jetpacks that... The Starborns just have a balanced jetpack, because they're honestly just the best in the game. Some might say the power or the skip ones, but honestly, the balance boost packs are the best, really. Do I want to get into a battle with this ship? Nah. So with this, you can have 2 of them fully done with the engines almost full and 1 pip for your grav drive, because why would you need a full grav drive? Yeah, let's just land here at Alpha Centauri at New Atlantis. You can see the ship on the ground. Game, you're on my SSD. Why are you taking so long to load? And Bethesda, this is not over the cap, okay? This is not 41 meters. This is 40 meters. Why am I spawning underneath here? Jesus Christ. Anyways. Here's the ship. Those massive pink turrets. I just figured I'd show it to you here in nice, sunny, beautiful New Atlantis. Anyways, thanks for listening to me rambling. I know I talked a little bit about things which don't really matter in a video game, but I don't know. I just like to think about it from an in-universe perspective. I think we've ticked all the boxes, and we did it in a much better way. I mean, I could have gone with less space. I could have gone with less cargo. I could have gone with a lot less other things, but, we made this ship, closer to the original price. But, I like where this went. This is, it's not the prettiest ship I've ever done, but I'm quite happy with this ship as it is.